Hello everyone, welcome to my channel QPT. The search engine Google is showing this handcrafted doodle in United States on November 23rd, 2023 for celebrating Thanksgiving 2023. Thanksgiving is a federal holiday in the United States celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November. It is sometimes called American Thanksgiving outside the United States to distinguish it from the Canadian holiday of the same name and the related celebrations in other regions. It originated as a day of Thanksgiving and a harvest festival, with the theme of the holiday revolving around giving thanks, and the centerpiece of Thanksgiving celebrations remaining a Thanksgiving dinner. The dinner traditionally consists of indigenous cuisine of the Americas: turkey, potatoes, squash, corn, maize, green beans, cranberries, and pumpkin pie. Other Thanksgiving customs include charitable organizations offering Thanksgiving dinner for the poor, attending religious services, and watching television events such as Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and NFL football games. Thanksgiving is regarded as the beginning of the holiday season, with the day following it, Black Friday, being the busiest shopping day of the year in the United States. The origins of Thanksgiving in the United States can be traced back to a 1621 harvest feast shared by English colonist pilgrims of Plymouth and the Wampanoag people. This three-day feast, held in November after the pilgrims' first successful harvest in the New World, is often considered the first Thanksgiving celebration in the colonies. The pilgrims, having fled religious persecution in England, had arrived in Plymouth aboard the Mayflower the previous year. Their first winter was harsh, and nearly half of their group died from disease and starvation. However, with the help of the Wampanoag, they learned to cultivate the land and fish in the local waters, and their first harvest was bountiful. To celebrate this blessing, the pilgrims invited the Wampanoag to a feast that lasted for 3 days. The Wampanoag brought venison and other foods, while the pilgrims provided corn, beans, and other staples. The two groups shared stories, played games, and gave thanks for their survival and prosperity. This feast, while significant, was not the first instance of a Thanksgiving celebration in the colonies. Days of Thanksgiving had been observed earlier in New England and Virginia, often in response to specific blessings such as a successful harvest, a ship landing, or a military victory. The tradition of Thanksgiving continued to evolve throughout the colonial period. In 1789, after the American Revolution, U.S. President George Washington issued a proclamation calling for a National Day of Thanksgiving to celebrate the ratification of the Constitution. However, the holiday was not officially recognized until 1863, when U.S. President Abraham Lincoln, in the midst of the Civil War, declared a National Thanksgiving Day to be held each November. Lincoln's proclamation was motivated by his desire to promote unity and healing in a nation torn apart by war. He urged Americans to give thanks for the blessings of their country, including its liberty, freedom, and prosperity. He also called on them to reflect on the nation's shortcomings and to strive for a more just and equitable society. Since then, Thanksgiving has become a beloved American tradition, a time for families and friends to gather, share a feast, and give thanks for the blessings in their lives. The holiday has also evolved to reflect the diversity of the American people, with many families incorporating their own cultural traditions into the celebration. While the historical narrative of Thanksgiving has been criticized for its romanticized portrayal of the relationship between the pilgrims and the Wampanoag, the holiday remains an important part of American culture. Thanks for watching this video. I just released an ebook with title Dream Big, Move Forward Inch by Inch. Find the link in the description to buy this ebook.